Alright, everyone, we're playing the new campaign trail. So let's get into this. We're going to do 2020, and we're going to try and get Donald Trump reelected. Mike Pence. This election is a battle for the soul of America. The radical Democrats want to destroy free speech, handcuff our police, open our borders, and implement a nationwide program of socialism. You must stop them. We've done some unbelievable things for conservatism in America. Things people wouldn't have dreamed of 4 years ago. The largest tax cuts in history, fighting for religious freedom, standing up to China. I'm very proud. My record over the past 4 years speaks to itself. Record low on unemployment, terrific success with tax cuts and foreign policy. If it wasn't for China releasing COVID, this election wouldn't even be a contest. The crooked media in the tank for Joe Biden and his son Hunter, and they are doing everything they can to make my term one of the most successful ever. Everything they can say. Ever look like a disaster, don't fall for it. Let's go for this one. You seem confident, like but a well-grounded theme to use on base your campaign on. We've had unbelievable economic growth and helped out the middle class and the working people. Really, the Democrats destroyed it with this COVID scare. It's really it's going to come roaring back with me here. Just wait. Let's go for that one. Let's go to Florida. Joe Biden has been meeting with Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and other such politicians in an attempt to unite the Democratic Party. Do you plan to highlight these events in your speeches? I'm moderate right now. As the leader of this country, do you plan to wear a mask at various campaign events and official functions? Let's do this one. Alright. How much of an issue do you plan to make of the Democrats' attempt to impeach you, which began in 2019? This one is good. An outbreak of COVID-19 has led to a wave of stay-at-home orders and business closures. How will you address this issue as president? Alright. And we're almost in the lead there. Let's go to Michigan. Let's go to the Rust Belt. What are your thoughts on the death of George Floyd and the wave of protests in the wake of his death? What will you say to this nation? Biden's barely in the lead in Nevada. We're tied in Texas. And Biden has a 2-point lead in Florida. Okay, we're winning 4 out of the 7 swing states, actually. 3 out of the 7. We need these 3 up here, or at least one of these if we want to win. Are you considering policies such as national lockdown or mask mandates to control the COVID-19? Conversely, do you plan to speak out against these ideas? It's just common sense. I would encourage everyone out there to wear a mask in public. He only has a 2-point lead, so overestimating him. Let's go to Pennsylvania. There were some rumors that you might replace Mike Pence as your running mate this year. What made you decide to keep him on board? This is another fake news story. That's basically a lie. The media is always trying to stir up drama between us, but Mike has been great. I'm proud to call Mike one of my closest friends. He's done a terrific job as vice president and will be great over the next 4 years. Let's go with that one. To an extent, do you support emergency economic legislation to address the effects of COVID-19 on society? I'm working around the clock to put 2,000 into the hands of every American. We need to get the economy open again, and we need to get people spending money. It might not be traditional Republican policy, but no one can deny that these are unusual and exceptional times. We're in the lead in Texas. If you look up estimated support on the side of the screen, it says Trump 49, Biden 48. We have a 1-point lead. Let's go to Wisconsin and try and win there. There's been an increase in Asian American hate crimes in 2020, along with the rise of COVID, and some of your inflammatory statements, such as Kung Flu. What do you just say on this topic? Asian American hate is wrong. I'd call stop to it immediately. Do you have anything to say about this story? Hang on. Okay. Do you have anything to say about the stories that have circulated around your opponent's son Hunter? The liberal media would rather cover this kind. For estimate, he only has a 3-point lead, so let's go back to Wisconsin. How close are we? Right now we are incredibly close. I expect to have a major announcement about the vaccine any day now. Under my leadership, we developed one of the most effective vaccines in human history. Okay. The treasure passing Ruth. You have the opportunity to nominate. This is a very popular pick among religious conservatives, many of whom believe that Barrett shares their core beliefs on religious freedom and abortion. That actually should have helped us. We're tied here, tied there. Let's go to Florida. Okay, we have 10 more questions. Many Democrats are calling for an expansion to the Supreme Court to some of the controversial opponents. Will you be adding your voice to this debate? Let's go with this one. Recent articles have discussed you paying no federal income taxes in some previous years or having a secret Chinese bank account. What is your response? How is Nancy Pelosi worth $100 million? I'm not saying I've never made a single mistake in my 50-year business career, but I've earned my money fair and square. Okay. And we're in the lead in North Carolina. Are you open to attending the customary 3 debates with your opponent, Mr. Biden? For 7 months now, sleepy Joe Biden has barely left the basement of his house. That ends now, and I'm pretty confident the American people won't like what they see from him. Okay. We're tied. Biden has the lead in Texas. We have repeatedly dodged this question as the results of this year's election. Tree. And we're in the lead now. Let's go to Nevada. You've caught COVID-19 and require hospitalization, but it fortunately appears you will recover. How will you act in the wake of this episode? We should all take this moment to appreciate the importance of social distancing and other precautions. It won't be long till we roll out one of the best vaccines in history and defeat this pandemic. Tied. Okay. Your immigration policy have antagonized opponents and pleased your core supporters, but your signature wall remains unfinished. What do you plan to do next? I've already built most of the wall during my first term, actually. The failing New York Times barely talks about it. I feel pretty good that the wall will be there for a long time to come. If you think that your current political dynamic is good for you, then hammering the wall in your speeches will do nothing but reinforce it. Do you have any statements to make in regards to gun control or the right to bear arms? I think my position on guns has been pretty clear. We stood firm against any restrictions on gun ownership. You're hitting the traditional Republican talking points here. Okay. Your plans for a federal infrastructure bill stalled over the past couple of years. Do you plan to pursue this again if re-elected? How large should any package be? What is your rationale for the recent truce in Afghanistan? Do you plan to pull the American troops before the election? We have a timetable. I'm confident that when I'm re-elected, we'll get our troops out. Now, if you give an exact date, the date depends on a lot of factors. I can't even tell you those factors because some of them are secrets. The New York Post has broken a story about a laptop that Hunter Biden permanently lost. Do you have any comment? Look, when it comes to it, my policies will keep America great, and Joe Biden's will bring socialism and decay back to our great and wonderful country. It's more important than any corruption or scandals that his son is involved in. Alright, Wisconsin. Where do you want to concentrate your attention during the final day of campaigning? I'm going to head out west and do some rallies in Arizona and Nevada. I think we'll win them both. We'll win both of those states and really surprise a lot of people. Okay, based on some early results. Oh. Alright, we're 18% in, and we just won West Virginia and South Carolina. Now Alabama, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Kentucky, Arkansas, Missouri, Indiana, Ohio, South Dakota, Wyoming, Nebraska. That's Kansas, I'm assuming would be right here. Yeah, that's Kansas. Okay. Montana, North Dakota, Idaho, Utah, Iowa. 41 most of the swing states. We have 4. Oh. Only one swing state left. Oh, we won by slim margins. Jeez, Republicans haven't won Nevada since 2004 and now 2024. Alright, congratulations, you have won the 2020 election. We are going to make America great again. Throw away your prepared remarks, accusing the Democrats of fraud because you're heading back for a second term. The rumors who doubted you will surely be forced to go along with you now. Fake news, Romney, Screechy Collins, all of them are unhappy, congratulating you with your margin of victory. Republicans have just missed out on taking the House and will probably keep the Senate. Dependent on runoff election in Georgia, COVID-19 still remains a terror thought out America. So hopefully you can help vaccine rollout chug along smoothly and oversee the economic recovery, and after subside any of your big promises might be your next mission. Build the wall, or perhaps renegotiate more fair deals for the hardworking men and women of the glorious manufacturing sector. of America. Watch out for those radical Democrats. However, you know them, and the liberal media will boss you at every turn for your choices. You've dealt with them before through, though just remember them. Who is president? For now, just sit back and bask in the knowledge that you've pulled two of the greatest upset in U.S. political history, MAGA. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. Till next time. Later, guys.